Hello, hello, hello. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Yes, I'm helping someone apply to CalArts right now. Hello. Okay, so here we are. We are week 6. We have, what, 6 weeks left or less? Yeah, less. 5 and then finals. So it's really crunch time. We have like T minus 1 month left, really. Which is so exciting. Yes, so this week we are going to start wireframing. Woohoo! Okay, so what are we going to do? So we're going to discuss what wireframes are, which are the blueprints. And I'm going to have a quick lecture on wireframing. And then I want you to do your wireframes in Figma, which I can show you as well. They're pretty easy. There's a link. I will make sure you have a link. But you can just start playing around with wireframing templates. If you type in wireframes into Figma, a lot of things will come up. So, yeah. So let's get started on wireframes. So wireframes are always done when we are early on, after we've done our sketches and when we are actually in the phase of ready to make things. Wireframing is what you show to people when you're not quite sure on a logo or a design yet. It's just kind of just to get a placeholder to get the ball rolling. So they're basic blueprints that help teams align on requirements, and then they keep the UX design conversations focused and constructive. Think of your wireframe as the skeleton of your app, website, or other final product, right? Your wireframe shows the design team and stakeholders the bare bones outlines of essential web pages, components, and features, including screen layouts, navigation bars, components of UX and UI design, and interactive elements. So there's 3 types of wireframe designs. There's the low fidelity wireframes, which are basically wireframes that are focused on layout, navigation, and information. And information architecture. And they show what the interface will look like, illustrating user flows with key UI design elements. Physical whiteboard sketches can also work at early wireframing, which is why I had you start with sketches last week. And now but they're not easy to share or save work, or if people want to work together with them, right? So mid-fidelity wireframes help designers iterate and shape the final design. Design teams may add annotations or content as they try to different approaches to the user flows and UI design elements. And they map out core functionality and key interactions that enables teams to settle on the final wireframe design and before adding visual components. High-fidelity wireframes look exactly like the early product mock-ups. So we're doing wireframing, we're doing low-fidelity designs, and then we're doing high-fidelity designs, and then you're done with the class. Does that make sense? So we have like 3 more serious production weeks. And so high-fidelity is basically every part, but it's not linkable. So it's higher functionality. And I mean, you could have, and then the next thing after high fidelity is prototyping, which is actually clickable, linkable prototype, working prototype, right? So high fidelity is everything but it doesn't link up to actual outside links or downloads or anything. It's just a pretty picture, but it makes everybody on the same page and it captures the look and feel of the final product. Okay. So here are some wireframes. This is basically what I'm looking for. Like, think about what you're going to put here and what you're going to put there. Are you going to do it on a phone? Are you doing it on an iPad? Are you doing it on a screen? Here's some other wireframes that somebody hand drew, which is what I wanted you to do last week. Something that looks like this. Here's another wireframe of a more complex website. Pizza place. Here's another wireframe. And so I want a wireframe of of everything that you're going to map out. So this is basically a map. It's a blueprint, right? It's not the finished logo. Here's the difference between high fidelity and low fidelity, right? High fidelity. So that, and those are pretty pictures. That's not even a wireframe. So a wireframe looks like this. A low fidelity looks like this. And a high fidelity looks like this. Does that make sense? So then here's the difference. This is a low fidelity. See, we have some graphics coming in, but there's nothing filled in yet. High fidelity has everything there. It looks like it's the real deal. So again, where are we at? We're at wireframing right now, which is right here. And then we're going into low fidelity. And then we're going into high fidelity. They're all connected. So getting it right now is kind of how you're mapping out how you're going to get to the end result of this, right? From this to this. Again, here's some rudimentary sketches for an iPad design, and a lot of times, people, like if you're designing for a client, they say, oh, we want this, this, and this to be on the homepage. And then you're like, oh my God, they want way too many things on the homepage. And then you have to figure out how that's going to look. And then when you start laying it out like this, that's when everybody starts really coming in. So this is wireframing, sketching. These are sketches of wireframes, right? This is low fidelity. These are sketches. This is sketches. These are low fidelity. Because you're starting to put X's in boxes and you're kind of creating different layouts and designs. So that's from Figma. I hope you understand that. If you have any more questions or you need any help, please come by. I'm here. Like, honestly, nobody is here on Thursdays, and I'm here all day on Thursdays. So come see me on a Thursday. Come ask me questions. If you need help, I'm here for you, okay? So your assignment is to do wireframes of your new website, okay? So it really depends on how many pages are needed for your website or app, right? And I want a minimum of 4. So a wireframe is a blueprint, not the final prototype. So keep it simple and focus on screen layouts, navigation bars. Where's the nav bar? Where's the logo going to go? What is going to be on the homepage? Is it going to be one big picture? Is it going to be 5 different pictures? Are you selling something? All of these things need to be kind of like worked out and thought out. So yeah, that's what I want you to do. And I want you to use Figma to do your wireframes, just like I showed you in this assignment from the week before. I want you to, nope, sorry, not visual hierarchy. I want you to, in this assignment, I gave an example in sketches. I gave an example of what a final case study looks like. And now you're at wireframe. So this is what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. It doesn't need to be pretty, okay? It just needs to have some layouts. It just needs to show me what you're thinking of. And honestly, that's not a good one. I wanted the logo and card. Oh, I think this is one page, actually. But I want to make sure every page has the logo, and then you have like your login or your cart, what the navigation is, what is your footer. Are you going to have a banner? Are you trying to sell something? What are you trying to do? Are you giving information to people? Yeah. So that's it. Hopefully, it's pretty clear, but if you need help, I'm here. Come and see me. I am here. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye.